Fantastic or tragic, whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. It all started with the Neo edition, move on to the Frankie edition, and now we have this. The same car just dressed up with fancy names. At this point, it feels like you could hand Gameloft piles of cash and get your name next to a car, like Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus and Unite edition. But at the end of the day, it is still just a Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. Now let's cut to the chase. We are having like a mini update in the beginning of November which includes two cars. Let's get into them. First, we have the Pininfarina Battista Edizione Nino Farina. Honestly, it's pretty much identical to the Pininfarina Battista already in the game. While the Nitro stat may look slightly worse on the paper, the Nitro bar is slightly lower. So we could see that number drop from 78 to around 68, maybe even lower. Next, we have the Rimac Nevera Time Attack. Yet another clone, but this time it is slower version of the Rimac Nevera. Moreover, not exactly a groundbreaking news, this update will bring some graphic patches and that's pretty much it. But the real issue here is that these cars are not aimed at Christopher Gardners like us. They are designed for Bruce Waynes who just happen to buy everything. Because the bundle will only be available for purchase, making them inaccessible for free-to-play player base. Here, I would like to mention something. What surprised me the most was that these two cars actually exist in real life. It was not the case like the Nissan GT or Neon Edition and Ford GT Frankie Edition. The Rimac Nevera Time Attack has set record for the fastest 0 to 60 and quarter mile time, tackling the most challenging corners of the no-Borging Nordschleife. I'm sorry if I ruined the name. In fact, it even claimed to be faster than the previous record holder, the Koenigsegg Regera. This car is also being compared to the other high-end exclusive electric vehicles like the Lucid ASFR and even the Dodge Demon. It is incredible to see how these machines stacked up against one another. The Battista Edizione Nino Farina pays tribute to the Formula 1 racer Giuseppe Antonio Nino Farina, who made history as the first ever FIA-sanctioned F1 world champion back in 1950, driving for Alfa Romeo. Known simply as Nino, he led his team to a 1-2-3 finish at Silverstone, the inaugural race of the 1950 season, and capped off his championship year with victories at both Swiss and Italian Grand Prix. This new Pininfarina claimed to boost a top speed of 350 km/h or like 217 mph, an acceleration from 0 to 60 in just 1.86 seconds in real life. But how useful is this information in context of a game? Honestly, it's hard to say. While it is nice to know that these cars exist in real life, it is still disappointing to see this exclusive aspect associated with them. Now, I would like to mention here that I could be wrong about all this real life information stuff. But this does begs the question that how far Gameloft will push this exclusivity. They will keep these cars locked behind paywalls for a year, 3 years maybe. Eventually, they will probably treat these cars like a bottle cap, something to be discarded. Gameloft has a reputation for being either extremely generous or extremely greedy with their cars. So while I don't have a strong feeling about the exclusivity in the game, I do encourage you to enjoy the game while you can. But the question that still remains is that will Gameloft actually be able to fix the graphics, or is this just another gimmick? Well, maybe, but most likely we will find ourselves in a situation like this.
Oh, right. That makes perfect sense. Yes! Thank you! Or should I say no thank you? Because in opposite world, maybe that really means thank you.